My name is Carly Furlong, and I'm a social worker and a mental health and addictions clinician for the Child and Youth team. If your child is worried about returning to school this year, there are 3 pieces of advice that we have for you on how to respond to how they're feeling. The first one would be to normalize how they're feeling. If your child's feeling worried, we want to validate those feelings. So not only are those feelings normal, but you recognize them and they're important. You can respond to your child by saying things like, it makes sense that you're feeling anxious about riding the bus this school year. It makes sense that you're feeling frustrated that maybe your best friend isn't in your class bubble. Because your child's feelings are valid, you're going to want to offer help. You can follow up with saying, what can I do to help? What do you need from me today? And it's important to remind them that everyone is in the same boat this year. Not just students of all ages, but principals, vice principals, bus drivers, teachers. No one really knows what to expect, and that's okay. This coming school year, it's going to be new for everyone. Everyone is going to have some worries, and everyone is going to have some adjustments that they'll have to make. We want to remember as parents, we're going to have this urge to fix feelings, but feelings don't necessarily need to be fixed. Feelings aren't good or bad, they just are. You're going to want to avoid saying things like, don't worry about that, or things won't be so bad. Things aren't as bad as you think. Because we want them to feel validated so that they feel supported in how they're feeling and they feel connected to you and they know that you're a person that they can ask for help. So that brings us to the third piece of advice for how to respond to your child's worries. And that is figuring out what you can control in situations that feel out of control. When it comes to worries, it's not helpful when we worry about things that we know that we can't control anyway. We can't control what time the bus is going to pick us up in the morning, and we can't control maybe what our homeroom is going to look like. But there are always some things that we can control. We can control what we wear to school on our first day. We can control what we pack in our lunch. We can control that even if our best friend isn't in our school bubble, maybe we can FaceTime them after school. Another piece of this is finding opportunities to offer your child as much choice as possible. We're going to find that this coming school year, kids are going to have even less of a say or even less of maybe control over how their school day looks. And so any time that you can offer your child a choice, could be picking what they wear, like I said, picking what they pack in their school lunch, offering them that choice is going to empower them and comfort them and maybe take away some of those worries. And parents and caregivers should be prepared, because if we're giving children and youth more choice in how their days look, it's going to mean that we are going to need to be more flexible for them. I'm really happy that you watched this video and these video series, because it means that you're concerned about your child and you want to help them and do the best that you can in these unprecedented times. What I ask that you do is share this video with maybe other parents or caregivers who you think are having similar concerns, and that way we can spread this information and best support all parents and caregivers the best that we can.